There are so many cases I had to move my domains from one registrant to another. I was just fed up, you know. I was literally just fed up. I've had it up to here. There are so many cases I had to move my domains from one registrant to another. I was just fed up, you know. I was literally just fed up. I've had it up to here. And there have always been very good reasons why I was fed up with some registrants when it comes to my domains and where I host my websites and where I host my emails. So sometimes it will be necessary for you to transfer your domains, especially when you are just not getting the service that you want from a specific hosting company or domain registration company. Now, there are always valid reasons why you would want to move your domains, and in today's video I want us to go through the process of how you can transfer a domain from one registrant to another. Now, especially in my case, there are certain things that I don't tolerate. Response time for me has always been important. So if my domain is down and, you know, I've gone through my files and I'm sure that the problem is not on my side, I try and reach out to a hosting company and I get a response a year later or a week later or a day later. It doesn't work. It doesn't work with me. It doesn't. I transfer my domains immediately. And the second one is definitely around pricing. I don't like paying extra for domains. It needs to be cheap as possible. And then, of course, the last one around privacy and security. I want to make sure that, you know, my account doesn't get hacked. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about how you can transfer your domains from one registrant to another. We are going to test this out with a company that I've been hosting for the longest, Exclusive Hosting. Now, what we are going to be doing today, we are going to be logging on to Exclusive Hosting. We are going to be testing how long they are going to take to respond to our query. So our website is down, our emails are not working, and we're just literally going to create a ticket and see how long they will take to respond and determine if we are going to be, you know, hosting our services with them or not. So I'm going to create a ticket and I'm going to click on open new ticket. They're asking me to complete a few fields. So I'm going to say I have an issue with my domain. I'm going to change the email address. I'm going to say you can send me a feedback on julianelao.com. Now the domain name that I have an issue with is julianelao.com. And I'm going to say website is down. All right, now my website is not down. This is literally just a test to see how quick I will get a response from Exclusive Hosting. So I'm going to say, hi, please assist. My domain has been down since yesterday. Would you please check if there is anything wrong on your side? So I'm going to be putting my phone down. I'm putting it down. And I'm going to be waiting with you guys. Let's see how long it's gonna take for Exclusive Hosting to come back to me to tell me why my website is down. Okay, it's 3 minutes later. Let's see if we have some feedback. And it still says need assistance. I've received feedback from Exclusive. I think for as long as it takes less than 30 minutes to get feedback, it is still awesome. You can still manage. It needs to take less than at least 30 minutes. Preferably within 10 minutes you should have feedback, but 30 minutes is also not too long. Now let's check out OneGrid and see how long they are going to take to respond to our ticket. Normally with OneGrid, I'll just send an email. I'm going to say support@OneGrid, and I'm going to say domain down, and I'm going to say, hi, please assist, my domain julianelao.com is offline. Please check what is the issue, and I'm going to just send, and I will wait for their response. All right, so I've gotten a response back from OneGrid. Thank you for getting in touch with OneGrid support. One of our agents will respond to you shortly. So how shortly is this going to take? So we wait. And there we go. I have a response back from OneGrid. It says, thank you for contacting OneGrid. The domain is active. They have responded in exactly how many minutes? Less than 10 minutes, which is quite awesome, really awesome. Anything less than 20 minutes, definitely where you want to be. So that is the reason why I'm hosting my emails with OneGrid. That is response time, guys. For me, it's so important that I am able to get some response back from my registrar in case something is down, a website is down, a domain is not working, or clients are not able to send emails. It's so important for me to get a response back, not a day later, but immediately, within 10 minutes, within 15 minutes, or at least, 20 minutes. And exclusive hosting as well as OneGrid gives you just that. The second reason why you would want to move your domain is definitely because of pricing. Now, no one wants to pay more than they're supposed to pay. Now, one thing that I've realized, if you are in Africa, right, and you're hosting your emails with a company in US or a company in Europe, the charges are definitely going to be higher because of the Euro and US convention. Now, let me give you guys an example what I am talking about. So we're going to be logging onto one of the platforms, GoDaddy, and we're just going to do a little bit of price comparison, and then we'll see what's going to be the difference between OneGrid and GoDaddy. So I'm logging on to GoDaddy, right? I'm going to type in a domain that I want to secure. So I'm going to say Julia Teachings. Just see if it's available. And I want a .com. And I'm going to search. JuliaTeachings.com is currently available, and it is currently selling for 12 euros. Now, I'm going to use my convention calculator. I'm going to do a conversion because I want to understand how much I'll be paying in euros. So I'm going to be paying 263.52 Namibian dollars for a domain. All right. So now I'm going to go to OneGrid, and I am going to see how much a domain is going to cost me. So I'm on OneGrid, and I'm going to say www.juliateachings.com. And I'm going to search, and it says Julia Teachings is currently available and it's costing me $199. $50 less. I'm definitely going to get a domain name that is cheap for myself. All right, now that is the number 2 reason why you would want to do a domain transfer. Now, the last reason why you would want to do a domain transfer is because of security and privacy. Now, you don't want to be getting an email from your domain registrant telling you that your account has been hacked, your emails have been hacked, or your website is down because it has been hacked. And believe me, there are so many hackers online, and people are trying their best. If you're hosting with a company that is reputable, and you make sure that your SLA certificates are activated, that your privacy settings are on, everything around privacy has been activated as per your hosting package, then you should be sorted. So you don't want to be hosting with a company that does not give you the platform where your security is your number 1 priority, and that you don't get yourself in a situation where your customers are unable to get emails because your accounts have been hacked. Now, I have experienced this before, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. If you get yourself in a situation where your platform is hacked, you can literally go up to I don't know how many days waiting for the hosting to do something to bring your email up to speed. Now, so it's a very tricky situation. You don't want to get yourself in a situation where your emails are being compromised. You want to make sure that you host your emails with a reputable company. Exclusive Hosting, OneGrid, one of those companies that I've been hosting with, and so far so good. Let's get to the practicals. If you find yourself in a situation where you are hosting with a company that doesn't give you quick response time, better pricing, better customer service, privacy and security, it's time to definitely transfer your domain to a better registrant. Now, if you find yourself in a situation like that, how best do you go about transferring a domain to a different registrant? I'm going to be taking you through practically on how you can do that. So we are going to be logging on to GoDaddy. I'm going to be transferring a domain from GoDaddy, and I'm going to be transferring it to OneGrid. And I'm going to be logging on. I want to go to my domains. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to domain names, and I'm going to click on transfer domain names. I want to transfer a domain. Just need to find one of the domains that I'm hosting. I'm going to transfer Lanapod. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just click on Lanapod, and I'm going to click on view domain settings. If you scroll to the bottom, there is transfer. So what you want to do, you want to unlock the domain. All right, in order for you to transfer the domain from one registrant to another, the first thing that you need to do, you need to unlock your domain, and you just click on continue. Once you click on continue, you can click on transfer to another registrar. Once your domain is unlocked, it means that you can transfer it from one registrar to another. Here is a checklist of some of the things that you need to make sure that you have. You need to make sure that your contact email is current. You want to make sure that the email that you have on the system is the correct one. You want to verify that the new registrar will set up your DNS zone files. If you don't do this, your emails are going to go down. Definitely, you want to make sure that you move all your files smoothly to a different registrar. So you want to make sure that, wherever you are going, they will be able to assist you if you don't know how to assist yourself. Now, in most cases, if you're an IT person, you would know how to transfer your files. So what you want to do, you want to start the domain transfer at your new registrar. So you want, where you want to transfer your domain, you want to make sure that they are aware that you will be transferring your domain as well. And then you want to authorize the transfer with your new registrar. So there is an authorization code that you need to get from the current registrar that you will be using on to the next registrar. We'll email you confirmation when your transfer completes. This usually takes more than 5 to 7 days. So within these 5 to 7 days, you want to make sure that you have a smooth transition and that your transfer does not impact your customers, it does not impact your services, it does not impact your website and your domain. So you want to make sure that you do it smoothly and that you are aware of what you are doing. So you will receive an authorization code on your email. Is the authorization code that you are going to be using at your new registrar. Now what you are going to do is, once you receive the authorization code, you want to go to the new registrar. So I'm just going to go to OneGrid. And I'm going to click on domain registration. I'm going to click on domain, and I'm going to say transfer your domain, lanapod.com, and I'm going to click on transfer. As you can see, it's asking for the authorization code. So what you want to do, the authorization code that you got from GoDaddy, you need to populate it here at OneGrid. Once you have populated your authorization code, the transfer will be authorized and you can add it to cart. Once you add it to cart, your domain will take 7 days to be transferred to OneGrid, and then you will have your domain transferred. Now again, there are a lot of reasons why you would want to transfer your domain. You want better service, you want better pricing, you want to host all your domains in one place. It's not always about pricing, it's also not always about customer service or response time. Sometimes you just want all your domains in one location, and probably when you were starting out, you find yourself registering domains with several registrants, and you go to a point where you just want peace. You just want everything in one central location, and you just want one hosting company. All right, so there is a lot of reasons why you would want to transfer your domain, but ultimately those are the reasons why you would transfer your domain. That is the end of our video. Thank you so much for dialing in. I hope it was a straightforward process and that you are able to transfer your domains from one registrant to another.